औज़ुबिल्लाहिमिनश्शैतानिर्रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम रब्बिश्रह ली सदरी वयस्सिर ली अमरी वहलुल उक़दतम मिन लिसानी यफ़क़हू क़ौली रब्बि ज़िदनी इल्मा। अस्सलामु अलैकुम व रहमतुल्लाहि व बरकातुहू. Today we are going to learn the unit 5, that is beautiful names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We all know that there are 99 beautiful names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And what is the need of learning and knowing the names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Why? Because we should know who is Allah and His qualities, isn't it? So these 99 names will tell the qualities of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And there is one hadith that says that the one who recites, the one who knows, and the one who memorizes the 99 names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, inshallah will enter the Jannah. And if you start your day with the 99 names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then inshallah your day will be good. Okay children, so this is the reason why we should learn and memorize the names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So let's get started. Allah, the creator of everything, has 99 beautiful names. They are called Asmaul Husna. So Allah is the creator and maker of the whole universe. We have know this, isn't it? He has created everything, and He has total 99 names. Okay, and we should call Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by His names, and these 99 names are called as the Asmaul Husna. Okay, now let us learn what are those. The first is Ar-Rahman. Ar-Rahman means the most gracious. Means what? Meherban. All the facilities Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has provided you, isn't it? He has given you the home, the house to live in. He has given you the food to eat, the clothes to wear, isn't it? The water to drink, everything He has provided you. And we are living our lives in a comfortable way by the grace of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, isn't it? So Ar-Rahman, He is the most gracious indeed. Whatever the blessings you are having, those are given by the grace of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, isn't it children? The next one is Ar-Rahim. Ar-Rahim means the most merciful. The meaning of merciful means the forgiving. Even though we do the sins, but yet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is providing all the blessings, isn't it children? So He is the most merciful. Once you do any sin by mistake, don't think that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will punish you. If you ask forgiveness from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then He will forgive you. Why? Because Allah is most merciful, isn't it? He loves to forgive and He is the forgiver. Okay, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will forgive us by His mercy. So always ask forgiveness from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala whenever you do any sin. So Ar-Rahim means the most merciful. Next is Al-Malik. Al-Malik means what? The absolute ruler. Means what? He is the ruler of the whole universe. Why? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the creator of everything, isn't it? So if you make anything in your home, what you will do? You say that thing is mine. I have created it, isn't it? And you start to rule over that. So in this way, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created the whole universe. So He is the ruler of the whole universe, and everything is in control of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Everything runs by the order of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Why? Because He is the owner. He is the absolute ruler of the whole universe, isn't it? So Al-Malik means the absolute ruler. The next comes Al-Quddus. Al-Quddus means what? The pure one. Why we are calling it as pure one? Why? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is pure. He is pure from many things. He is pure from the sins. He is pure from the lies. He is pure from the death. Death can't overtake Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And He is pure from every bad thing. So He is the pure one. Al-Quddus means the pure one. Next is As-Salam, the source of peace. So whenever you feel down, what you should do? You should start remembering Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Do the zikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and you will find peace in that. So who is the source of peace here? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala itself. If you have any problem, then ask to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and ask him to solve that problem, and by the grace of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah ta'ala will solve your problem and he will give you the peace. Peace means what? Sukoon. Okay, so he is the source of peace. When your heart feels restless, what you should do? You should start remembering Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay, you should recite Quran Sharif, you should recite all the duas, then you will start finding the peace in that. So Assalam means what? The source of peace. Next is Al-Mu'minu, means what? The grantor of security. Who is the one who gives us security all the time, children? Yes, of course, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Whenever you ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for giving the security, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will provide you the security. So before leaving home, if you recite dua, Bismillah tawakkaltu ala Allah, la hawla wa la quwwata illa billah, then what happens? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will start giving you the security. So everything you do, you should ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's help. You should seek the protection of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from shaitan. So he will grant you the security from shaitan and from all the bad things. Okay, children, so he is the grantor of security. Al-Mu'min means what? The grantor of security. Next comes Al-Muhaymin. Al-Muhaymin means what? The protector. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is also the protector. Means what? He will protect you from the bad things. He will protect you from shaitan. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us duas, isn't it? Why? So that if you recite it, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will protect you from shaitan. If you are protected from shaitan, then of course you will be on the right path, isn't it? Shaitan is the only one who will lead you to the bad path, isn't it? So if you seek protection from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and if you recite dua, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will protect you, isn't it? If you want protection, then ask to Allah ta'ala and he will protect you. Why? Because he is the protector. He is Al-Muhaymin. Means what? He is the protector. Next is Al-Aziz. Al-Aziz means what? The mighty. The mighty means the ताकतवर. Okay, ताकतवर को mighty कहते हैं. Who is Allah? He is the creator of everything. And on the day of resurrection, on the day of judgment, what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will do on the day of resurrection? He will hold the entire universe in one hand. That much powerful he is. So he is Al-Aziz, the mighty, isn't it, children? No one is more mightier than the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He is the Almighty, right? The next is Al-Jabbar. Al-Jabbar means what? The compeller. It means that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has that power to control you. Whatever he wills, you will do that only. You cannot do the thing that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't will. So he is the compeller. He has that power to control you, isn't it? If he compels you to do something, then you will do it by the grace of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, isn't it, children? So Al-Jabbar means he is the compeller. He has that power to control everything, indeed. So there are total 99 names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Among them, we have learned today the 9. Okay, the 9 beautiful names. The first is Ar-Rahman, the most gracious. Ar-Rahim, the most merciful. Al-Malik, the absolute ruler. Al-Quddus, the pure one. As-Salam, the source of peace. Al-Mu'min, the grantor of security. Al-Muhaymin, the protector. Al-Aziz, the mighty. Al-Jabbar, the compeller. So recite these names, learn the meanings and get perfect in that. Okay, children, inshallah, see you in the next video. Till then, stay safe, stay connected. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.